All right. Well, wrapping up here, let's shift into Tyrone Magnus, the family man, or I would say being part of a family. Your brother, I was always curious about this because I've checked out your brother's channel a few times now, and in some form or fashion, I've noticed there are similarities with you and him in what he does for YouTube. Reminds me of pre-reaction Tyrone Magnus in some sense, about weight training, the positive speaking, things like that. I've always wondered though, would we ever see you guys collaborate? Is that a sensitive issue? Do you guys not really talk so often?
Well, I don't know. You know, he lives in Ohio right now.
Ah, okay.
You know, yeah, we don't talk that much, so you know, never say never. But he's found like a new life in Ohio. And that's all I'll say to that. You know, he's doing this thing out there, so you know, you know.
I see.
That's one of the reasons why you see my cousin so much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He lives here.
I see.
He lives here. You know what I mean? So
I see. Yeah. Okay, and then on a more sensitive matter or so, you often spoke about your mother in a very high regard. Obviously, the Magnusites know how much she means to you, and you spoke about her when you got 1 million subscribers as well. Do you think your life would be, in terms of YouTube, do you think your life would be a bit different if she were still around today? And would that be in a more positive light, or would it just be different or so?
The weird thing is I might not even be on YouTube.
Right.
If she was around, you know. People have followed me and for a while know that I've spoken on this before. And it was kind of weird because she was, you know, she was a real good mom, but she sheltered us a lot. And we weren't really ready when she did die. Realized how undeveloped as, I guess, psychologically as men, ready to take on the world we were. It's like we were, you know, kind of weak. And, you know, because she was that type of mom that did everything for her kids. You know what I mean?
Got it.
To the point where, it makes them weak that they do everything for them. So after she did die, it forced me to become stronger. And I was always pretty independent. You know, there were a lot of things that I was into that I'm still into, even though she passed away. So I was always kind of into health. The things were going slower as far as my knowledge with health because, you know, she was still alive, but the more sick she got, it sped up my seeking knowledge of health and, you know, longevity and stuff because I wanted to help her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and you know, it's just kind of interesting. I don't know where I would be. I could possibly be on YouTube, but it probably would have happened later.
Right.
You know, I just don't know. But I do know if she was alive, you know, I'd have bought a house and, you know, she'd be living with me because she took really good care of me. So,
right.
You know, I'd make sure that she was taken care of, you know.
Okay. Well, I'm sure, as you've mentioned already, she would be very proud of what you've accomplished, and I think of also what you've inspired for other people that follow you to live a better life as well. So, shifting on to the final questions here, what does Tyrone Magnus think of the Tyrone Magnus channel? Meaning, what are some of your favorite moments in the channel getting to 1 million subscribers?
What were some of my favorite moments?
Yeah, your favorite moments, your top videos.
Oh, my favorite reaction videos, which are, like I said, they made me popular, were the China twerking video.
Yes, okay. Yes, that was a good one.
Oh my god, it killed me. The Receiptus video, the Kevin Feige Spider-Man. Reboot. Yeah, oh my god, man. Those two right there are really... I really actually loved the Captain America Civil War trailer.
Yes.
That's like, and I think that has like close to 2 million views now. Like that one is just, you know, one of my favorite movie trailers of all time.
I think so. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something about that, man. You know,
Okay, what about your John Cena one? But what about
I was gonna say I know the John Cena prank call is everyone else's favorite, and while that's funny to me, those other ones, oh man, they really do it.
I think the funniest part about the John Cena video was the fact that you imitating the woman was funnier to me. You were like, you were like, she said, for what? That part was really funny to me. What about your again, because I really want people to understand that you're more than just a reactor. What about your other videos? What has personally been a favorite video for you to make that hasn't been a reaction video?
Well, I put a lot. See, here's the thing. I've heard that from my subscribers, they've written me and told me, because sometimes you get tired.
Yeah.
You get mentally exhausted when you make videos.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people don't get that. They don't realize how much mental effort you're putting into your videos. And I remember someone saying, there's a lot of YouTubers that actually drink energy drinks before they live stream. Because I can remember so many times feeling so exhausted doing live streams. And I used to get, actually, I ain't gonna lie, I used to get angry about this. Not super angry, like, what the fuck? But like, I would get kind of like, man, I know that to me, the jewels of my knowledge are my Q&As, are the Magnus answers. And I would do a reaction and a Magnus answers in the same day. And the Magnus answers might get a third or a fourth of the views that the
reaction
that the reaction would get. And this happened in the beginning, early on, maybe 2 years in or something like that. I was like, damn, like I really put a lot of effort into solving this person's problem, and those, in a way, mean more to me than the reactions sometimes, because
it's from the heart.
It's serious. Yeah. It's real life, and I'm truly trying to help somebody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And till this day, no one has ever. Well, I ain't gonna even say it. I ain't gonna say it. Because it'll just
the trolls will find
some asshole. Yeah. So I'll tell you off cam. Tell you off cam. But
okay.
They are the most rewarding in certain ways. Because the reactions are really rewarding too. Because there's so many people that write just to talk about how much joy I brought to them. And the Magnus, I've gotten letters for Magnus answers and for reactions for people like, they didn't commit suicide because they found my Magnus.
I remember those, yeah.
Or they didn't commit suicide because I'm the one joy watching my reactions, the one thing that perks them up.
I think so.
They're both rewarding, but more of my brain power and thought, empathy, all that stuff goes into my Magnus answers.
Okay.
So I can't say that I have a favorite Magnus answer that I can really think of, but that one where the guy was molested.
That was
that because he actually did a video reply.
I remember that.
So that one. But a lot of times people just write me back. They're like, "Oh my God, you were right. Thank you. This helped me so much." And so
I think that really showed your strength in terms of being able to tackle the tough topics and giving a good answer that would in turn help that person or so. All right. Well, looking forward to the future here. Final question: what would you like? Where would you like to take your channel in the future? Are there any sort of features that you would like to do more of? Or even on the technical side, is there something more you'd like to give in terms of design aspects to the channel? For example, I knew that I never wanted to get to 100,000 subscribers at just only being known for doing reaction videos. I wanted to make sure that people were well aware that I could do interviews well, that I could do skits, gaming, whatever the case may be. And I wanted to make sure that when people tuned into the channel, they didn't just see somebody at their apartment, they saw essentially a red dreaded studio, and that I could utilize the channel to get into more television or voiceover work or whatever the case might be. How about yourself? Moving in to what, 1 million plus subscribers now, is there something you want to do with your channel aesthetically to take it to the next level?
I mean, it's kind of, you know, like everything that I've been doing, everything I've wanted to do. My channel, I was gonna make a joke, but I'll keep it serious, is really evolving. It's going through an evolution. It has always.
I laughed
at that joke, but it's always been.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's always been evolving.
Okay.
And that's just the thing. Like, some people will be like, "Oh, you're at 1 million subscribers. You need a new backdrop. Get rid of that fucking shit." I'm like, first of all, that's what got me to 1 million. Why all of a sudden, when you get to 1 million, do you have to change your backdrop? People, you would write me and be like, "Yo, we love the fact that you're not like those other bigger channels with that whatever flashy or whatever backdrop." They would tell me, "We love the fact that it's just like you. It's like you're inviting us into your house. We're sitting there at the table with you, you know." So, but as the channel has went on, you know, remember, it started out as a wrestling review channel. Remember that?
Yeah.
Then
I remember.
I would tell I would tell like
Raw recaps. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So but then people would ask me questions. I would, you know, or I would just give stories. I would tell stories about stuff that happened to me. Then the reactions came. Then the gaming came. And the unboxings were in there too, and the workout videos. So everything that it is everything that it's going to be, but it's going to be more as time goes on. You know, people are like, "Oh, well, you need this, and you need new this, and you need new that." It will come to me as it will come to you as it comes to me. Okay. You know, so if you've been entertained thus far, just know that things will change. And now I'm doing videos when I'm driving. People love to talk to me while I'm driving on my way to the gym. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, so things will change. I've never been really good at you know, anything technical. So like the things that I edit and things that I do is what I know. Would I ever take a class on video editing? Maybe. If I have time, that's something I want to do. If something pops into my head and I'm like, you know what, I don't know how to do this. But you would like to. Okay. Yeah, and I'm like, you know, I need to learn and I need to find out. Okay. And that's how. Yeah. Here's because. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, you know what I mean? What I've been, you know, sometimes people just ask you to change it up just because there's certain other YouTubers that when they reached a milestone, they did something different. But, you know, I remember, I don't know if I probably said that to you, yeah, because you probably asked me, like everybody was asking me, when you get to 1 million, what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm going to celebrate. Yeah. I'm going to keep doing what got me to 1 million. You've told me several times, yeah. Yeah, you know, like I was telling Akasan, and I told a few other people, Ric Flair was telling us, Sting was telling the story about him and Ric Flair, how they, you know, were just, you know, they were on fire and they would always, you know, kill the crowd and the crowd loved it. And Sting came to him and was like, all right, we need to do something different, Rick. He's like, what are you talking about? Throw me to the turnbuckle, backdrop me. That's what we've been doing. That's what it's been working. You know what I'm saying? But the funny thing is, Ric Flair is considered and is arguably the greatest wrestler of all time. Absolutely, right? Yes. And it's been said, if you've seen one Flair match, you've seen them all. But you still come back to watch every single one of his matches. Right. Because you love what he does. Right. And if someone said that about me, well, you've seen one video, you've seen them all, that's fine. Because people love me being me. And, you know, I haven't been the same from the beginning. Right. You go watch some of my earlier videos. I'm different. Yeah. I'm not as relaxed. Right. I'm more uptight in certain videos. Certain videos, I'm being who I think you want me to be in certain videos. You got to go way back to find those. That's a good point. But yeah, you'll notice, you'll be like, why is he acting like this? It's because I was different there. Yeah. it was like I said, but then as time went on, I just became more me. I live in front of the camera now. So you're getting all of me, and like I said, as things change and I change, you'll get different stuff from me, different videos. And,
All right, I want to try to wrap. I never thought I'd be the one saying this, but Tyrone, maybe let's trim it down a bit. But I have here's a tough question. The Russo brothers come up to you. No, Zack Snyder comes up to you, offers you the role of a lifetime to be the next biggest thing in DCEU or the MCU. You'd be right up there with Tom Holland as the Prowler or whatever the case may be. But the problem is, because it's Marvel or because it's WB, they need you to pull back on your channel and stop updating as much and stop showing being out there as much, because they don't want things being leaked and they don't want your channel taking things away from the hype that would be the next Marvel or DC movie. Would you, Tyrone, scale back on the channel in order to get this deal?
Well, what your question, the question you just asked was a specific question.
Yeah.
And it was to pull back so that things weren't spoiled or talked about too much. That's fine, Zach. If you don't want me talking about Justice League 3, where I'm debuting as the Black Kryptonian, fine.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm very candid. I would let the subscribers know, like, listen, y'all know about Zach. I'm in the movie, right? Well, there's certain things I can talk about and there's certain things I can't. So don't get mad when I don't talk about it, because I legally can't.
What if they ask you to delete?
I'm big time now.
What if they ask you to delete your previous inputs on other movies or such? Because that's a big issue as well. They don't want your past videos to come back and, like, let's just say you're not, like, your X-Men reactions weren't the greatest reactions, right? You weren't so interested in the X-Men movies, let's just say.
Oh, but if I started working for Fox.
Right, exactly.
And then they're like, all right, yeah. You know what? I mean, to me, I wouldn't mind doing that, because the whole big picture, everyone that follows me knows the main goal is to hit the big time and to do the big movies and to play a superhero, be an action hero, to have a movie career.
Right.
Never said I would stop YouTube, but if legally certain videos are an issue, yeah, I wouldn't mind taking them down or making them private or whatever it was. That's small potatoes, because I'm still
based on the real
YouTube.
Big thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, especially if they let me kind of like document things.
Yeah,
like, okay,
definitely.
Look, I'm in the makeup chair. I'm in Terminator 14. I'm playing the Magnus 3000. But can I record that? You know what I mean?
I tell you what, that exactly does happen. The TV role I'm doing next Monday and Tuesday, they actually came to me and they were like, yo, like, we would like you to actually put some of this on your channel as well. So there are those opportunities in Hollywood and such. Okay, fan interaction. Fan meetups, are you opposed to them or so? Or you haven't really done any so much, or is that something you would like to do in the future?
I'm not opposed to them, I just haven't done any.
Is that something you'd like to do this year?
I'm more of a recluse.
Okay.
A hermit. So it's kind of like, it's just getting me out there. It's something that's possible. It's possible that I would do, maybe even this year or in the future. But it's just being mentally ready.
Okay.
Is the question. You know what I mean? You guys can come up to me anytime, on the street, in the gym, in the store, it doesn't matter. You can write me anytime. There's those of you out there that I talk to you on certain, social media. You know who you are. But sometimes, I don't know, just big meetups, sometimes it's just, I'll say the word is sometimes overwhelming to set up and get things done. You gotta get security and this and that, and gotta get all this stuff. It's just, it's not easy, y'all. You know,
it's not.
What you might think. So it's easier for me to show up at Comic-Con and to run into all y'all. Like, hey, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Which is what I did. I showed up at Comic-Con. I met a ton of y'all, took pictures with a ton of y'all, had a blast. You know, so.
All right.
We'll see.
Cool.
As I go through my evolutions, we'll see how things go with meet and greets.
I so want to get my belt right now, yeah. So every time I hear it, dude. Bum, 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 bum. Anyways, final comments, Tyrone Magnus. Is there anything that you would like people to know that you feel like you never got a chance to say, or is there anything that I've said that has triggered something that you would like to talk about to the Magnusites, to the Red Dreaded Nation, to everybody on YouTube right now?
Oh, man, you just know that you're always getting me and who I am. There's no it's no frills. There's no you know, I don't know. There's some people like to say that reactors are fake. We're not fake, you know.
Most of us.
Akasan's honest reactions, like, I'm not afraid to be me. I'm just being me. Period. Point blank, you know. So there's, what you see is what you get. You know what I mean? And if you're in my personal life, then you really know me. But just always know that, you know, we're giving that 100%, and, you know, we're real people just like you. You know, we're no different. We're people that took a chance, and now we're flourishing. It's a career now, you know.
There you go.
That's all. Regular guy.
There you go.
Shooting for the stars. You know? So
Tyrone Magnus, the reactor, the personality, the entertainer, and a friend. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time, man. And congratulations again on 1 million subscribers. And I wish you Godspeed into, what is that with the X? 10 million subscribers. I'm just going to tell you, in Japan, that means no, by the way.
Oh, this means no?
If you go like this means dame. Dame, dame, dame. So never, if you ever come out here, don't do that. We'll have to figure something. Even this, any X, yeah, it's like no,
really?
Basically. Yeah.
Even with the fist closed.
You know what? I like that. That'll work. That'll actually work. You could even, yeah, that, no problem. Yeah. X.
So
yeah, that's
fist,
fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Fist of the nation right there. All right, thank you, my friend. I appreciate the time.
Well, I know it's Japanese people, real quick. I know Japanese people like doing stuff like this.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe I can just go like this.
No, please don't. Yes, please don't. Oh my God, you could be the next Bob Sapp in Japan, who is Warren Sapp's older brother or younger brother. Very popular in Japan. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Cool.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.